My mom.
My mom.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
Internet. Hi. Welcome back to Jams by Jyesh. I'm Jyesh, and
I'm Kay. Hi.
and today we are here to do another JamsCast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So let's get right into it.
Okay.
Okay. Hi. What have you been listening to
Okay.
lately?
You saw before I was readying the phone up to show you the
was ready.
things.
It was
so
ready.
I'm gonna pull it. Well, one of them was that one song that was in that movie, the one we saw about like the 100 Days of Summer or whatever.
500 Days of Summer.
500 Days of Summer. And I only realized halfway through the movie, wait a second, there aren't 500 days in summer. And it's they'll build a statue.
Us, Regina Spektor.
Yes,
I love that song.
like that was already like in my list months ago, but like I reoccurred upon it. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's another song that's very spring to me.
you know, I agree. Even though the girl's name's Summer.
It's Spectre. Oh, you mean in the movie? Oh yeah. You got a good point.
I've also been listening to "If I Didn't Have You" from Monsters Incorporated. It is a good song. I've been listening to I Want to Be Like You.
You sang this song to me and I didn't remember it.
It's from the Jungle. I need to fucking watch that
Oh
movie.
yeah, that's right. I also need to rewatch the Jungle Book. I don't remember it very well.
I think it was an Oscar winner in the 60s. Linus and Lucy from Charlie Brown, you know. Oh
yeah.
I love that song. And I don't know if it's come up on this channel. I feel like my hyperfixation so often do, but
I think this one has, but go ahead.
I love Peanuts. I can now say, because I started in college, I started reading Peanuts. I started from the late 60s and then I finished it. So recently I started from the 50s and I wanted to catch up to where I started, and I officially have. And now I'm like depressed because
Wow.
I have 100% of the manga.
Yeah,
so
you finished the manga.
Maybe I'll start the anime. And there's also this one horrible, well, I say horrible just because, I don't know, political videos make me sad, but it's a joke thing. It's, you know how Trump said the thing about eating the dogs and the cats? Apparently that like perfectly syncs to the like they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. There's like a video about it, and I personally hate that he said that.
Yeah,
but am I allowed to say that here?
I think that's fine.
I hate that he said that, but it is so fucking funny to see. And then in the video, like as soon as he says they're eating the dogs, and it cuts to Kamala, and you're like, I said her name wrong.
No, you said it right.
I said it right. Thank God.
Oh yeah, look at you, Ki.
Okay, just cut out the part where I said her name.
Yeah, no, I got you. So wait, question: do you have a favorite Peanuts character?
Oh, this is okay. I think it has to be Peppermint Patty.
Peppermint Patty.
Because as soon as Peppermint Patty showed up, like I'd already remembered Peppermint Patty from my first read, and like the entire time I'm reading it, because she doesn't get introduced till the late 60s. And she's like this anti-Charlie Brown, where Charlie Brown, like they both like baseball, right? That's kind of how she's introduced. But like, and she also has like trouble in school and stuff, which I remember having some trouble with, and I can kind of relate to it. I also love Linus.
I was gonna say Linus was probably my favorite.
He's just such a fun. He's also really cute.
Yeah,
I think he's the cutest one. And then Lucy, I like early Lucy even more than like the modern Lucy, because early Lucy was like she'd say something shitty to Charlie Brown, and Charlie Brown would like dump a mug of water on her head. Or she'd always be like, "Get me a glass of water," and then she said, "I didn't want it in the red cup. I wanted it in the green cup," and he'd like throw the cup at her head. So it's like a different dynamic. And then Charlie Brown used to be a little shit. He was one of those kids that started out as a little shit, and when they grew up, they just got depressed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love Charlie Brown. Oh, by the way, the one kid, I think he's like kind of has like similar hair to Shermie, but not quite. And he's like doing like the real groove with the dance, and he's the orange shirt, and everyone loves him. His name is Five. The number 5, and his last name is his zip code, and his sister's names are 3 and 4 because their father had a mental breakdown. No one ever knows the name of that kid, and everyone always says that kid's like my guy. I'll send you a GIF so you can put it in so people know I'm not having a mental breakdown. You know what? There are other things I've listened to, but I've talked a long time, so it's your turn.
No, that's all good.
I should keep going. So I've been listening
Well,
to
I was gonna ask you one more thing about Peanuts. Have you seen the recent
No, I
three-dimensional Peanuts movie?
I haven't because, well, for one thing, I love Charles Schultz's comedic
classics.
style. Like, I laugh. Like, when I have a moment at work, I'm just reading it. I read it on the wiki. Apparently, they have a freaking website. Like, Peanuts has a website I could have just been reading it on. And it's in better quality. But I've just been reading it on the wiki. And I laugh out loud. I'm like, this is it for me.
Respect. I also haven't seen the movie, but I kind of want to.
It's like Big Brother. When's school start? Like, don't worry, it doesn't start for 3 weeks. I'm like, really? Like, yeah, don't worry. When school starts, I'll tell you. Like, okay, when's Christmas? Sorry, that then I didn't communicate. See, I'm not Charles Schultz, but maybe I'll see the movie. I probably should see all the old movies first. I did watch them, the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show.
Yeah,
and I was getting into it. My mom. Yeah.
All right. So the last week I have been listening to a bunch of different things. And I was kind of continuing with like the R&B sort of momentum that I had from last week.
Which stands for
Rhythm and Blues.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I got half of it right. I didn't remember rhythm. Yeah. I was going to say like rock and blues. That's not it.
No, not this time. But then I also listened to a couple of new things that were pretty interesting. You've never seen Stranger Things like in its entirety.
I saw season 1.
Do you remember the kid Mike, like the main kid who
went missing?
No. The one who was like the leader of the group.
Oh, the one that like he was into 11.
Yes,
is her name 11?
That is her name. Well, good memory, actually.
Yeah, well, I remember TV show characters. Okay. I just can't remember real names.
It's very surprising.
But it's because when they make a character for a TV show, not only do they always say the name in a scene, and I can rewatch the scene. I look up it's also because like I feel like they kind of designed the character with the name in mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, you're never gonna have a character that has like a really like awkward name that you're always like confused about in every scene.
No, for the most part, no. Well, okay. The reason I asked you this question is because the actor who plays Mike is a guy named Finn Wolfhard, right? And he
died, right? No, I'm sorry. That's a bad.
It's a running joke.
Wait. Wasn't he on Game Grumps?
Yes, he was on Game Grumps.
Is this what you're talking about?
No. Okay. But he's had like a pretty long musical career now, actually. He is the lead of that band that you've brought up, Calpurnia.
No, did he sing Say It Ain't So?
Yes, he did.
No way!
Yeah.
I have to watch Stranger
Things. He was also
Things.
in the music video for one of the Ninja Sex Party songs.
I don't watch I don't go on those websites too often.
But yeah, Finn Wolfhard, super talented musician. I think that he just came out with his first solo song, and it's called Choose the Ladder. And it gives me very like Smashing Pumpkins, like early 2000s, late 90s rock.
Band called Smashing Pumpkins?
Yes, that's a band. I'm surprised you don't know Smashing Pumpkins, actually.
Maybe. What do they make?
Have you heard of the song 1979? Or
No.
Tonight?
Sing a thing I would have heard.
Shakedown 1979.
Yeah, that actually does sound like a thing I would have heard.
Cool kids never have.
No, I feel like I've heard that with you.
You probably have. I really like that song. Suffice to say, he's doing some really interesting stuff. And this new song, I really, really like. So Finn Wolfhard, I mean, if you're watching this, keep going. I want to see what you're doing next.
You might be able to score a spot on our show if your agent calls us. We're pretty exclusive.
Yeah.
If Steve cancels.
Yeah. You might be too busy with the Game Grumps. We get it. But yeah, super cool guy. And I really like his music a lot.
God, I'm so stupid. I'm like, oh my God, wait, he's on the Game Grumps.
He was on the Game Grumps, yeah.
It's like Bruno Mars. Who's he? Wait, they made that joke about him on
joke
the
about
Game
Bruno Mars
Grumps.
on the Game Grumps. Yeah. Everything connects back to the Game Grumps.
Yeah.
You know that thing of like 6 degrees of separation? it's everything can be traced back to the Game Grumps.
I mean, really think about like, you know, they say like Mario and then Smash Bros. And Pokemon and Game Grumps.
Yeah. I think the Game Grumps have been around for like almost 15 years now, which is an interesting thought.
That is strange. Although, how long has the current duo been around?
Since 2013, I think. Right?
Yeah. So that's like
12 years.
12 years. That's cuckoo crazy,
it's
man.
Pretty crazy. So that's one thing I've been listening to. Another thing that I should mention is Chappell Roan just came out with her first single since Good Luck Babe, meaning it's been like almost a full year since she's had a song. And this song is called The Giver.
Named after the book?
No. It's a really funny song and it's really fun. It's a little more country than I was expecting from her, but at the same time, I feel like she has a pretty good voice for it.
What's it about?
So are you familiar with the sort of the concept, the notion, if you will, of like, you know,
I know what sex is. Yeah.
Okay. So then, it's like being a giving lover.
Oh,
right?
it is about. Okay. Yeah. I was kidding.
No, that's what it's actually
Of course,
about.
I don't know what sex now. Yeah. Okay. And what's it called?
The Giver.
Oh, and that's what the book was about.
No, but it's a funny song. It's a good song. I wasn't immediately connecting with it, but you know, it might eventually.
I've had a few songs where like I listened to it once and I'm like, I did not enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I know if I listen to it like 5 more times and make myself sit through it, I'll really like it from now on.
I'm the same exact way. There have been so many instances where that has happened to me, and I'll listen to it. I'll be like, I don't know if this was for me, and then I'll give it another listen and another listen,
You're
and
just
then it's
indoctrinated.
like,
They
yes.
got you for life, man.
That's literally how it goes. Well, that was Let's Talk Music. And that leads us to our first segment, which is, as you know, music fights.
Oh yeah, man. We're going to beat down.
We're going to beat down the bees.
Oh, there was this thing I wanted to mention.
Oh, mention it.
No, it's stupid. It's
No,
you'll cut it out if you don't like it.
Okay.
So there's this one song in this one scene of a show called The Venture Brothers, and it's only in this one scene. And I keep trying to find the song, and it's killing me because I love the like little cut of the song they have in this one scene, but I don't think it's a real song. Can I play this?
Sure.
It's made for the show.
It was pretty good.
Did it sound so fucking good?
It felt kind of familiar.
No, that's the thing. So I'm looking for it because I'm like, this
Yeah.
has to be a cover or something. I find multiple songs people keep saying it is, and it's none of these fucking songs. They say father figure,
Yeah.
and that leads me on this whole rabbit hole where I look up father figure, and then like I like the guy's talking about how like it's something to do with like when kids move from home, they're looking for a new father figure, and then they find a lover, some weird shit like that. And the music video looks very sexual, so I don't even know what
Okay.
that's about. But then some people say it's like a David Bowie song. So I'm like, God damn it, they made like the perfect blend of all these cool songs, and it only exists for one verse. I'm like, can we write the rest?
That's so funny. That's so funny.
It kills me. Doc Hammer and I think there's another guy. I'm sorry, I don't remember your names. I don't remember real names. So like, if make more Venture Brothers. I hold a
Look at that
gun
camera.
to Adult Swim's head. Get them to get season I think 8 of Venture Brothers and release the full song.
Respect. Shoot your shot. All right. Well, this was weirdly relevant to the theme of the music fight that I was actually
now you
planning
have
on
to
doing.
keep it in.
So, K-Hi, let me give you the pitch.
Okay.
All right. A loved one recently awoke from a coma of 5 years.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah. And they're like, hey, K-Hi, what's going on with music these days?
Oh, with music?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like some way to explain to him all the shit that went.
No,
5 years ago.
We'll get there.
It was 2020.
Yeah. So
The
in the
2020 election.
in the last 5 years, they want to know what's up with music, you know?
Okay, music. I don't. What the fuck would I know?
Well, that's what you're picking. You're going to give them one song.
it has to be about music. It
Yeah.
can't be about like the last half a decade they missed.
They want to know music. They want one song, and it's like, yep, this summarizes it.
That's really hard for me because my music. YouTube said I was the time traveler in my recap thing.
That is true, yes.
So I don't really know. I'm not the right person to ask this question. I mean, I'm tempted to just go like the one that goes like mustard.
TV off. I think that's a good pick. Kendrick Lamar definitely has a
Kendrick
case for this.
I feel like Kendrick defined what music was for this half a decade.
I would agree.
So
even though this could be recency bias speaking,
it
right?
might be. It is recency bias because it's just one of the only recent songs I know of, and it's not even very recent now. It's been a month or two, right?
Yeah. No, it's been longer. It's almost been a year.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. TV off. It's been a couple of months, but
yeah. Okay, so you see, he could have gaslit me there.
I thought about it for a second.
That is a hard one.
Do you want my thoughts?
I do want your thoughts.
Okay. So now there's a couple of routes you could go, right? Because you could go with someone who's had like a very prolific run over the last 5 years. And like we've talked about that in some recent videos. We talked about like Kendrick Lamar. We talked about Billie Eilish. We talked about SZA. But the one that actually I think I would go with is a Dua Lipa song.
Who's she again?
We haven't really talked about Dua Lipa that much on this podcast, but she's been like a very prolific pop artist in the last 5 years.
Her name's come up at least once.
Maybe. Dua Lipa kind of brought back like a surge of like disco to pop music. And I feel like Dua Lipa deserves a lot of credit for the sounds of the pop landscape right now. So I'm going to pick Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa as the song I would first show someone who woke up from a coma of 5 years.
The thing, is it a new kind of sound or is it an evolution of the sound before?
I would say it is an evolution of the sound before.
Is there any song you think would emphasize a new thing, like a brand new kind of genre kind of feel?
That's so tricky.
Has that really happened?
Music is a very cyclical thing too.
Yes, that's true. But like there are things like disco and like the rise of
there are.
And I know it never comes from nowhere, but like there's a point where people are like, "Whoa, this is."
Yeah, if you want to go hyper specific on like the sort of more absurd genres, right? Then I can think of a couple. Like Black Country New Road had an album 3 years ago now. They're coming out with a new one in a couple weeks. And Black Country New Road kind of redefined like modern rock to an extent, where it's actually like a very, the sound they use is called, like the term they use for the sound is Baroque, right?
So is that like a new term? Because of the, okay.
Well, it's an old term, but it's like Baroque rock is how I've heard it described, which is really interesting, right? It's like it's a very stripped back instrumental palette. They do some really inventive stuff with the time signatures, and it's like theatrical. It's this really crafty experience with like saxophones and violins and pianos and everything.
I'm sorry, I just came up with a really depressing answer for me.
I'll listen to it.
You play them some AI shit.
Oh.
Because really that did take off in the last 5 years. Well, you know, I remember like, although like 5 years ago, like I remember hearing this one song, Blue Jeans and Bloody Tears. And I think I remember actually really liking it, but it was an AI song. But that was when like AI was like this new thing and people weren't really, I wasn't really grasping, oh, this is like, I thought it was just like some cool engineers put together something and they're like, we made a robot make a song. I'm like, but once you start like just like, you know, people pay some company so they can use their AI to shovel a bunch of crap in and make something crappy out. They're like, no, man, this schlock.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever...
It's thievery kind of, but it is thievery.
It is. Not even kind of. Especially in its current iteration right now. Have you ever listened to the AI Drake song that went really viral like 2 or 3 years ago?
What is it?
Yeah, it's just a song that sounds like Drake could have made it, honestly.
Okay, but it's not him.
It's not him. It's totally AI. I think what happened was they did like a voice replacement where a guy like made a song and then he did it like in the style of Drake, and then he like copied Drake's voice onto the song.
Yeah, I've heard of this kind of thing.
And it went really viral, and I think UMG actually like sued this guy for doing this. And the funny thing about this all, like normally I don't find this stuff that funny, but this one was funny in particular because a lot of people were like, I mean, it's kind of better than what Drake's putting out right now.
Well, didn't Drake use like an AI Tupac or something?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so like
a little hypocritical.
Completely hypocritical. Did he get any permission for that?
Nope.
Yeah, that's completely hypocritical.
He also used an AI Snoop Dogg while Snoop Dogg's alive,
which is so fucking
weird,
disgusting. I gotta tell you, if I found someone who's AIing my voice, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? What do you want? Do you want my penis next? What do you? No, but seriously, like, dude, what do you want? What you're gonna? I'm like, you can take my face, you can take my voice. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's actually a slight concern I've had about my YouTube channel.
Yeah,
which is
right.
That, like,
some slop.
There's got to be like years of training data.
I'll say this. If you're like a music creator and you make your thumbnail with like an AI, because I've seen these where it's just like 100 views, but if I see like an AI thumbnail, like for a cool like thumbnail for a song, like I just don't click the video because I assume your song was made with AI also. It might not be the case, but it's just like if I'm choosing the video I'm going to click next, it's not going to be yours.
I don't know. I mean,
have you done that?
No, I've never done that. But
no, that's just my personal.
I understand how
decision.
you feel.
Like I'm going to assume if you're willing to do that. And I get it. It's like a different skill set. It's just something quick. And I'm not trying to shame them. If somebody does that and they're like a really small creator, I'm not going to like fucking get on their back about that. But like, I'm not going to click your video. I've
tried to keep an open mind about like a lot of this AI stuff.
Yeah.
Because the reality is that we're in a world where a lot of what we do consume is AI right now, and we don't even know.
I mean, don't you know we're not even real? You think?
Yeah,
you think I'm a real person? Do you think I could function?
Do you think he actually lives in my basement? Come on.
Yeah, no, no, it's true. But like in terms of like artistic integrity stuff, I just don't get any enjoyment out of seeing an AI.
And you know, I think that this topic of AI, right?
Yeah.
I think that this sort of laziness in general is what has prompted like a very positive response to the opposite. Like we hear people like Billie Eilish do really inventive stuff, like Kendrick Lamar scream mustard.
You know what else?
Like Chappell Roan going like HOTTOGO.
I give a lot more chances to real humans doing things, because like even if it's like bad, like if it's someone who's like screaming into their webcam. Well, for one thing, I'm a guy screaming into a microphone. But like if it's voice work or anything, like I'm way more willing to click it now because I recognize like, dude, these people could take an easy out and they don't. Yeah, and I respect the hell out of it.
Yeah, taking that risk and doing something creative is so much really respectable.
And it's more interesting.
And I think that our generation and the generation below us have responded to that, because you look at the popular musicians and they're people who are doing really inventive off the wall stuff.
You need to do new stuff, because if it generates based off old stuff.
The era of artists like Drake just kind of doing the same thing over and over again is gone, really. I'll take a shot at Drake. I don't give a shit.
No, I'm just thinking of all like you know, like I don't know, for a while people were saying like Marvel's just making the same movie.
And you know, I'm a bit of a Marvel apologist typically.
You are,
but I will admit that like there's definitely been some AI here and there.
Well, I mean, they did in Secret Invasion, but it was meant to be like,
God, I hate Secret Invasion so much. Yeah,
Secret Invasion, they had this whole structural problem, and
it was all bad.
It was compounded by COVID, and they're like, "Yo, man, COVID? Yeah, you mean money?"
I'm hoping that since the movies that we see going forward are all going to be movies that have been produced in the Bob Iger return.
Yeah. I hope so. And I didn't hate everything. I mean, we all love Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, I think that was
Loki was good.
Loki was fantastic. Agatha was
great. WandaVision was good.
Moon Knight. We're more the show's winners than the movies.
I think maybe. Shang-Chi was great.
Shang-Chi. Yeah, I didn't see Miss Marvel.
I liked Miss Marvel.
I heard that's good.
Some people really hate She-Hulk, but I actually think it's okay.
Yeah, I heard some people like defend it, but there's so many more people that hate it than defend, or at least vocal. To hate it than defend it. I don't see it getting a season 2.
No, I don't either. Daredevil Born Again's been all right now.
I haven't seen it yet. I've read one of the twists. I read the twist. I read the twist of like the very early.
Even still, it gets more. I think episode 3 has been the best episode
I'll check
so
it
far.
out. I will check it out.
Did you finish Invincible, by the way?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Episode 8.
I don't. I told you I keep up. I always watch it piecemeal.
Season 3, episode 8 deserves to be watched in its entirety.
I plan to watch Invincible.
No, you don't understand.
You
don't understand. The one after.
I know what happens.
Well, let's be careful with the spoilers. But they've literally saved the entire animation budget for this episode.
I've heard that.
It's genuinely one of the best animated episodes of a TV show I've ever seen.
Okay, then I'll definitely see it because that gives me vibes of the season 1, the Omni-Man.
It might be better than that.
Well, then I definitely want to see it.
Yeah. And the entire thing, like in succession, is perfect.
Okay, then I'll definitely see that. I love good animated fights.
All right. Well, that covers our music fights. I think we kind of like went in a bunch of different directions.
Were we even fighting?
It's never a fight anymore,
right.
except for the first episode. So that leads us to the draft, the best animated movie songs.
Okay, I mean that kind of came up earlier with.
It did kind of come up earlier.
Okay, I'm not like ready, but like I'm ready.
Okay, we both watch a lot of animated movies, so I feel like this is something that we'll probably be able to cover pretty well.
Here's
here.
a challenge for me: is that I actually haven't seen a lot of the old Disney animated films.
Yeah, a lot of those are musicals inherently.
Are we talking about musicals or themes will work too?
It's open. Whatever you think.
Let's get. Okay, may I start?
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say the Monsters Inc. theme in general.
I think that's a great pick.
That's my favorite Pixar theme.
Yeah.
I still want them to make a proper sequel with Boo and everything. I'll see Monsters at Work at some point, but I don't know if it's considered good. And I didn't really see the University movie. I
watched that with Steve.
when
it came out. Yeah.
It was good.
We liked it at the time. I think it's okay.
Yeah. I just remember the first one just felt so good. It's just like they had the whole world into groovy music. Is groovy the word? No. What's the music? Yeah,
it's kind of like a groovy felt, right?
Like what?
It's a little jazzy.
Yeah, jazz. That's it. Yeah. That's what that's called.
Very smooth.
So that's my that's how I'll start.
I think that's a great pick. I love Monsters Inc. So I really
great movie.
There's probably going to be a lot of Disney Pixar on here. I think that they're kind of just this like endless well of good movie soundtracks.
This is not going to be like. We're not going to run out of ideas.
Yeah, I think we could go to 10 if you're feeling it.
I'd rather stick at 5.
You'd stick at 5? Okay, let's do it then. With my number 1 pick, I think I have to pick the Up song.
I haven't seen Up.
No!
Yeah, I haven't seen Up.
No, really?
Yeah, I haven't seen Up.
Oh, wow.
I think I've probably seen bits of.
Have you seen like the opening sequence?
Yeah, I think I know. Is it like this kind of somber piano theme?
It's just a piano. It's pretty much just a piano theme that's like.
Yes. And what's the meme they always put that on? Is that the uncanny Mr. Incredible or whatever?
I think that's what
I'm thinking of. Yeah. Okay. Well, I already got mine.
Well, okay. Wait. Let me talk about.
No. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We touched on it, but in the beginning of Up, there is like a 5-minute sequence where there is no dialogue and it is just that song playing, right? And in that song, the characters both go through a very emotional and
I mean, I know what happens in the scene you're talking about.
I'm trying to. I think it's something that you should experience.
I think I've seen the scene, and I've seen parts of the movie.
The scene is a short story, basically.
Yeah, it could be one of those. It could be one of those like short films they have in like the beginning of a.
That's exactly what it feels like. It's a movie that starts out with a short film, basically.
Yeah,
and it's genuinely like some of the best cinema, period. I think it might have been nominated for Best Picture.
I can't believe I haven't seen Up. It's such a good idea for a film.
I love Up so much.
Movies are weird with me because I don't usually watch them alone. I need someone to watch it with. So like with our group.
I want to change that. I want to start going to movies alone.
In theater or just
in theater?
I meant just in general.
No, I get that.
Sitting down for a movie is a lot different than.
I do watch movies alone a lot.
You know what I do alone a lot? I do alone a lot.
You took it there. I didn't do it that
but
time.
I knew your head was there. I listen to audio dramas, and now I'll listen to for like 5 hours straight. Because I can do something as I do it. But like, you know, when I try to make 3D models and then you guys are like, hey, hi, look at John Wick. Like, stop using your computers.
Well, okay. That was a special circumstance.
No, that was totally justified on your part. What the hell? And I'm like, hey, what happened to the dog? I'm not talking about the first film, but still, that would be funny. Like,
that would be really funny.
We're in all the way, like halfway through the second film.
Didn't he have a dog?
Didn't he have a dog? Was it just like a dog movie? Hey guys, what do you think about this house?
Yeah. Okay.
You remember that, right?
Yes.
That was
your second pick.
Linus and Lucy. I talked about it earlier.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was listening to a freaking trap remix of that and like a heavy rock remix of it. It's just so good. I just want to get up and jam to it.
Valid.
If you like have nothing on your channel one day and you need like a short or something, we should just do the Peanuts dance.
I'd be down. Actually, that's a great idea.
Yeah, we can wear the sweaters. wait, we have the thing.
We do have the thing. Yes.
We have a thing.
We both have.
If I can find mine.
Peanuts Uniqlo sweaters.
It should be a surprise.
It'll be a surprise.
Okay, I feel like I already talked about this extensively.
Yeah, I could talk about my next one.
Yeah.
It's so tempting to just go constant Disney and Pixar, so I'm actually going to pick something else for my second one. I am going to go with the Kiki's Delivery Service theme.
Okay.
A Studio Ghibli film.
I have not seen this film.
It's just a lovely time, really. Like, it's just happy. It's just this adventure. It's about like a coming of age story, and the theme is like it's like butter. It's this like earworm that I love so much. All Studio Ghibli films.
I've seen anime, but I haven't seen much Studio Ghibli. I only saw The Boy and the Heroine.
I haven't seen that one.
Did I actually say that name right?
No, you said it wrong.
Okay.
I haven't seen The Boy and the Heron yet. That's next on my watch list.
Yeah.
But there's so many Studio Ghibli films to pick from. I may still pick some more, so I don't want to go too in depth. But Kiki's Delivery Service, I think, might have my favorite soundtrack of all of them.
It
is your pick.
Okay, I'm trying to stay kind of diverse in my stuff because I feel like that's more interesting. So I'm gonna do that sounds like "You Got the Touch."
Oh wow!
Wasn't that made for the Transformers?
I think it was. I think it was.
I haven't seen actually that movie, so I feel kind of dirty.
You got the power.
And wasn't it a regular show?
Yes, that's right.
But wait, was it made for that? Should we search that up?
We could go with
this.
This
is good. It's so iconic from it. Yeah, so that's a.
See, I've never seen the Transformers films.
But it's not from the live action ones.
I've never seen the animated ones either.
I never seen the animated ones. I saw some of the live action ones. You haven't, right?
No.
There's a scene there's a sexy one. There's a sexy Transformer lady.
You have told me about that.
It's ridiculous. I'm like, wait, what? Who's this for? Why is there a sexy Transformer lady? Why is there a sexy college girl Transformer that tries to have sex with, what's his name, Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
Why is there a sexy college girl? Who is this for? I'm 7. I'm in this movie theater.
It's for Shia LaBeouf, probably.
And why is there racist ones in the same movie?
Okay.
Who is it for? Michael Bay? J.D. Vance? Sorry, is that too far?
No, it's fine. So my third pick. Again, I'm going to try to do the same thing of like keeping it a little diverse. And I am going to go with... All right, if you're taking You Got the Touch, then I think this should be fine too. Mm-hmm. All-Star by Smash Mouth from the Shrek movie.
I'm okay with this either way, but was that for that movie?
I think it was for the movie.
Then that's fair. That's a strong.
It's a strong one. And getting that at the third pick, that's a good pull.
Okay. There's so many Shrek ones.
Shrek is an endless source of film and music.
I think we should try to stick with at least we think it was made for the movie.
This one was, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was. I think
All-Star by Smash Mouth. What is there to say about the song?
Weren't they like pissed that everyone knew them just for All-Star?
What is there to say about All-Star that hasn't been said already? It's this really like charming song, honestly.
It's more than charming. It's a fucking march.
Yeah, it's aged pretty gracefully too.
I remember there was a mix of it when we were in high school. There was a mix of it with "Lose Yourself," right?
Yeah,
you remember that?
I do remember.
I listened to the shit out of
mixes
that.
of it with everything, and it's such a for as much of a meme as it's become.
Yeah,
I'm not sick of hearing.
No, it's just so good.
The instrumental's great.
It's just a classic song.
Yeah, the vocalist of Smash Mouth, who I think has passed away, unfortunately.
Are you kidding me?
No, I think he has passed away. But his vocals on that track are so memorable and just fantastic. I mean, All-Star, I think that was an easy pick there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, can I
Number
see,
4, yes.
Can I see what I have?
You got Monsters, Inc., Linus and Lucy, and you've got The Touch.
Sorry. Well, this is one I've also mentioned a lot, but I want to be like you.
Oh, from Jungle Book.
I like that because it has to do. This is where I start going on my craziness. It has to do with this idea of animal uplift, which is a concept. I read this. This is going to sound insane. I read this book, Flowers for Algernon. It's a classic.
I think you talked about this on the podcast.
I love this book. Well, I say I read it. I listened to it. I listened to all my stuff. But it touches. It's not really what the book, but the idea of heightening intelligence. And that song in the Jungle Book is that I've never seen the Jungle Book, but the song, I know the context of the song is the monkey guy or gorilla or ape or whatever he is. He's like, yo, I've reached the top of the jungle, like food chain. Like he's the top of the jungle. Mm-hmm. He's like, I want to go higher up. Teach me how to make fire. Because he says he wants to be like a man. He wants to be human. He wants to keep elevating. Yeah, I just kind of think that's a cool thing. The idea of like imagine there's a dog that is the top in the pound. He's the top dog, and then he's like, next we go for the men. I want to be like you. It's also, there's this one video of this like kid jumping up and down. There's a monkey on the other side of the glass jumping up and down, and they're jumping at it. It's a good time.
I like it. So my fourth pick, I am going with a classic Disney one for this one. Mm-hmm. And it's really tough because, again, we're only doing 5 each. There's endless Disney songs that could be on here. Mm-hmm. And I was torn between picking one that I consider to be like my favorite and one that I think I consider to be like the best.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to go with the one that I consider to be the best, just because I've seen it performed live, and I've even seen it performed like concerts and videos of concerts. Okay. It's The Circle of Life from The Lion King. The opening song, if you'll recall. The one that,
is that like that is great.
That is real language.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I was just making noises trying to mimic what I remember.
What are you doing?
I was trying to piss you off. I'm sorry. I was just making noises trying to mimic what I remember, and I'm like, wait, this is not a good moment. This is a moment like what happened on the last podcast.
You're just like white people, right?
No, God, don't remind me. I'm trying to. I feel so ashamed about that.
The Circle of Life is such an incredible song. It has these like.
I haven't seen The Lion King.
That's fine.
I already prefaced all this.
It's fine. I'm judging you, but it's fine.
Wait.
The Circle of Life is an incredible song. It has these like movements that develop and progress into like full chants, and like there's a whole chorus of vocals. The instrumental's really incredible. And it's another one that's aged gracefully. It develops into a whole Broadway show. It's the first song that you hear in the movie, and it's the one that sticks with you the most somehow. I think that The Circle of Life is genuinely one of the best Disney songs ever. And for the record, the one that I almost picked instead was Go the Distance from the Hercules movie, which is my probably my favorite of the Disney classic movies.
I like how like the one girl, Meg, like I feel like she's from New Jersey.
You know, I get that impression.
And I like that.
Yeah. This is your last pick.
I know there's like an easy fallback, but you already picked your fifth, right? Or are you on
No, I have one more too.
Like the one I'm thinking of is one I like. You'd be like, oh, I should have thought of that, but like I don't.
There's so many that I don't know if there will be any like that.
No, that's true actually. So I feel like I should just pick one I like this is one I like, but not enough. Like I've never chosen to listen to it. So I'll say the one I'm thinking of because I'm not going to choose it.
Yeah, sure.
And it's Now That We're Men.
Oh,
We can do anything.
That
now
one
that
does
we're
hurt me. I love Now That We're Men.
It's the most memorable part of the fucking movie.
Yeah,
No, that's not right. I was tempted to also do the I'm a goofy.
That's a classic, too.
Specifically the crying part.
I love the variation of I Wanna Rock the I'm a goofy goober.
Yeah, I think that's a really funny scene, but I don't actually
I
think
love
of that
that
from
song.
music. Okay. Yeah. So
Even just I'm a goofy goober, yeah. You're a goofy goober, yeah. We're all goofy goobers, yeah.
We already have
goofy goobers, yeah.
one April 1st.
We already have an April 1st one.
Some April 1st.
I'd be down for that eventually.
Or maybe National Peanut Day or something.
We could figure it out, yeah.
We're like, the Peanuts video, we have thumbnails was posing for the song.
And then it's actually this
I'm a
one.
goofy goober, yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, well, I have a fifth pick. And this fifth pick, I think I've heard a metric that because it was like the main song of a movie, and I think it's one of the most songs streamed on Spotify, it's technically one of the most successful songs of all time. And that is Sunflower from a movie you haven't watched, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I should have put stuff from Across the Spider-Verse.
I know. I was thinking you might.
There was like Metro Boomin and to start a band, but no,
so
I haven't
let
seen
me talk about Into the
Spider-Verse,
Spider-Verse, right? This song was a collaboration between Sway Lee and Post Malone, your favorite.
Oh yeah, you made that. No, I'm not going to.
They've seen the short. They get it. Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs. You've definitely heard this song before.
Yeah, I hear it. I still hear it.
Okay.
I've definitely heard the song.
You've definitely heard the song before. It's like the needless to say, I keep.
Oh my god! Yes, that is a great one.
Left in the dust.
You know how I first heard that? It was. Remember that first trailer for Across the Spider-Verse where like Gwen just shows up. It was an edit of that where then when she's like standing, it's like well, is Spider-Man grounded or whatever, and she's standing outside of his like house, and then some guy like has a camera like, holy shit, he's Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Oh man, Mr. What's his name? The reporter guy. Jameson's gonna love this, and then that song starts playing like ooh, and then it says like Spider-Man dogs.
But yeah, Sunflower, it's just a great song. I mean, it goes with the movie perfectly. Sway Lee and Post Malone have great chemistry, and it kind of echoes the feel of the movie too. Just like because that movie is especially about the dynamic between Miles Morales and Peter Parker. And I mean, Post Malone and Sway Lee almost have like a similar vocal
like they're
dynamic.
spider people, man.
And yeah, it's just a great song. So that's our list.
That's our list.
It feels so, I feel naked because of this. Like only having 5.
Well, we're all naked
in the grand scheme of the animated films. It feels like there's so many.
I agree, but
we didn't talk about Toy Story. We didn't talk about How to Train Your Dragon. We didn't talk about Coco.
I think forcing us to restrain at the 5 made the answers more interesting.
I think so too, because it made us also like vary our picks a lot more for sure. I'm pretty happy with my list.
I like
Kiki's
mine.
Delivery Service, All Star, The Circle of Life, and Sunflower.
And I was Monsters Incorporated, Linus and Lucy. You Get the Touch. I want to be like you. Now That We're Men.
Yep.
Linus and Lucy, I think, is my favorite out of that. I mean, that or the Monsters Inc. I just love the. I keep doing it like a freaking hyper fixated child. So
it's really good though. I like it.
Yeah,
I get it. Well, that leads us to our final segment. Keha, why don't you make some noises?
Okay, I need to do something I haven't done.
Request me to do like a specific sound, like a specific genre of music.
A genre of music?
Yeah.
Scream metal.
Okay. And then make some noises for that. I'm taking off my headphones for this.
Well, I'm making noises?
Yeah, you're making the noises.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's enough.
Okay. And whoa, what's that?
Okay, now dance along to that. Wow, that sure was a thing.
That was amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you all enjoyed this JamsCast.
I'm K High.
I'm Jyesh.
And we love you. Bye.
Yeah, we do. Bye-bye.